great idea that I stole from someone else, and I used it when my kids were little to entertain them. You always see these sugar packets on restaurant tables, and while you're waiting for your food, or even if you have these laying around at home, what you can do is reinforce the patterning skills that your child has been learning for the last several weeks at school. Just a simple ABA pattern, unless you feel like your child is ready for the next step. So first we're going to have them sort, and all of our kids need to learn how to sort. Look, put all of these together. So first they're going to sort, and then after they have sorted, you're going to start a pattern for them and ask them to extend it. So first I'm going to start with the pinks and the blues. So I just put this down. Pink, blue, pink, blue. And then I usually sing a silly little song and I say, what comes next? Show me what comes next. And they would say, oh, blue. Blue comes next. You're right. You did it. Now, what comes next? Blue. And you can play this game over and over and over. Let's say you don't have sugar packets. I don't know how to do this. Well, remember my paper earlier that I was showing you I was cutting with? I just literally cut little strips, green and purple strips. So again, first I'm going to have them sort them, put all the purple together. Are they the same or different? And so they're going to do this skill, not you, Mom and Dad. They're going to do this skill. All right, I've sorted my purple and I've sorted my green. Now we're going to create a pattern, get them started, and they are going to extend the pattern. Purple, green, purple, green. What comes next? Oh, you're right. It's green. No, it's not green. It's purple. Purple comes next. And they can keep going. A more advanced pattern would be what we would call an ABB pattern, which could be purple, green, green, purple, green, green. And that's, you wouldn't want to start showing them a new pattern until you were sure they had the basics of the ABA pattern down. Purple, green, purple, green, purple. What comes next? Green. You're right. High five. Make sure, parents, that you're rewarding your child for successes. So when they are able to show you that they can extend patterns, reward them. And if they don't get it right, sometimes I just kind of stay silent or uh-oh. You just want to be careful not to make the uh-ohs too silly, because then sometimes getting it wrong becomes the game, and we want them to achieve it the right way and learn the skill of patterning and same and different. That's very important. Another activity is one-to-one counting and number recognition. So I have some simple little numbers that I printed on a computer. Do you need to print them on a computer? Absolutely not. You can just cut little squares, cut little strips, and with a pen or a marker or a crayon, just write the numbers on the card. Oh, I guess these are backwards looking at you all. That's number 8. And so what you can do is you can make it super fun. And I have this fun little treasure box. Super fun. And I can put, I'm going to switch numbers. I'm going to use these larger numbers. I can put my numbers inside. And what I suggest is, in the beginning, if your child is not a counter, let's just do numbers 1 through 3. So I'm going to pull out a number, and I usually make it really fun. Oh, I wonder what it will be. What number will it be? Oh my goodness, look, it's a number 3. Let's count 3. And I have these little dots. You could just use pennies at home. If you're working with your child, pennies work great. Pennies are great for counting. And so I simply hold my hand out and I'll say, can you get 3? and see what they do. Now, a lot of our children aren't to this stage yet. So again, you can help them, and I'm gonna lower this once again. You can help them by standing behind them, showing them the number 3, coming from behind them, and helping them to count. 1, 2, 3, and then reinforce it. 1, 2, 3. Now this time, have point to it, and you try to stay silent and see if they can count. You can maybe get them started. 1, that's right. 2, 3. There, you did it. And you can do that all the way up to 10 if you have a very good counter on your hands. We also use the box, or sometimes I've even made little fish that I write numbers on, and I put them in a pond. And I stick a fishing pole, a little pretend fishing pole, into that pond. I pull out the fish has a number on it, and I'll say, oh, what's the number? If we're learning to recognize our numbers, that's a fun little game. The kids are very engaged because they really want to use that fishing pole. Literally all it is a piece of bamboo stick with a piece of yarn tied on the end and a magnet that I have glued to it, and then little fish that I cut out. I write the numbers on the side, and I put a paper clip. I tape a paper clip to the back, and the magnet will pick it up. Super easy. I made it at school. Very easy to do. Very engaging. This would be a great activity for your kids to do at home. And finally, I just want to talk to you about something that's, I don't know, age old. I certainly did a lot of it growing up, but it doesn't seem like our kids do too much of it anymore, but it really reinforces some good skills, and that is just plain old simple coloring. Coloring and making stroke on blank pieces of paper, or going to the dollar store and buying a $1 coloring book for your child to just sit and color. One of the things that you can do to help them, because many of our children haven't learned how to correctly hold a crayon yet, and especially if you give them markers, they're turning their fists and they're not sure what to do. I recommend using just colors, and I break them. I break them very small. And what you want to do is teach your child how to pick up the crayon. I use this. Whoop. Pick up the crayon, hold it in their pincher, and put it back down. Hold it, color, put it back down. When you see grasps that are fisted grasps or turning like this, a little trick I do is I say, quack, 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 it's a duck. Put it in the duck's mouth. Quack, 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 feed the duck. Put it in the duck's mouth. And just let it color. Make a big deal about it. Tape them up on your walls. Put them on the refrigerator. Make a little, frame it. Cut out of a piece of paper a little frame so that you can display it. Put it in the mail and send it to Grandma and Grandpa. These are ways that you can encourage your child to want to color more, and it really is a great skill. They stay on task. It's hand-eye motor coordination. It's fine motor of working with a pre-writing grasp. It's building up the muscles in the hand. And again, if you teach them to sing a little song while they're coloring, that gets the juices flowing. So I hope this video has given you some great ideas of what you can do with your child over the upcoming winter break. If you have any questions, reach out to your teacher. We'd love to share some more ideas with you, and we hope you have a wonderful break. We can't wait to see the kids early in the new year.